So if you're watching this post Facebook Live, then if you have a journal, then just write down and check in on yourself. How am I feeling in this present moment? And once you have checked in with yourself, then the next question I would have for you to reflect upon is, what does ease feel like in my body, or what is ease? So just reflecting on what is ease. Maybe there's an experience that comes to mind when I say ease. And then once you've done that, I wanted to show you, I mentioned that I wanted to share a little bit of sort of science, some of the tools that we now have, and some of the evidence from science in terms of why this practice is relevant and why would we do this practice. So what I'm showing you here, there's a red box up top and a blue box at the bottom. And if you look at the top red box, the pattern in there is pretty unorganized and jagged. And in the blue box, the pattern is very smooth and almost like, I would say, in a state of flow. What that is actually charting is it's charting our emotions. And the Institute of Heart Math has been able to look at how the rhythm of our heart, which is sometimes known as heart rate variability, and with that, it can show us that based on the emotion you're feeling, your heart rhythm is either kind of what it was happening up here. So this is someone experiencing frustration. If you notice, the heart rhythms are very jagged. Or when we get into states like states of gratitude, then look at what happens to our heart rhythm. It comes into the state of flow. And if I were to ask you to reflect and think about it and say, you know, where would you rather be, and what's sort of even visually sort of more appealing to most of us, it would be that sort of harmonious state of flow. Okay. So today the tool that I'm going to share is one that's going to help us bring our heart rhythm here into this state of flow. And why that's relevant is that when we bring our heart into a state of flow, that impacts and sends messages to your brain that everything, all is well. And then when the heart and brain work together, then it brings your nervous system also into a state of flow. Okay. And that's why this is such an awesome tool to use when navigating stress. This is the electromagnetic field of the heart. So this, again, has researched and found that when our heart beats, it creates a field, and they have scientific tools that measure the field. And the field is about 3 feet in each direction, measurable. And that's our heart's electromagnetic field. And we each have this unique field. Why this is relevant is because that means that when I'm feeling joy and I walk into a room, chances are that my field is carrying that same frequency of joy, and someone else is also going to feel it, even if I haven't said a word about it. So really relevant. And I want you to think about right now is then if I'm feeling stress, chances are that's also impacting everyone around me as well. And I think that's why right now we're all feeling really stressed out, because most of us are worried about, you know, what's happening, whether it's our wellness or whether it will be with our finances. And with that worry, we're all sort of carrying this field that is that sort of chaotic field, and then we keep impacting each other. So this tool, I'm hoping, is going to empower you to shift that field into more of a field of ease. That's what we're going to do. And the last piece that I want to share is, I'm going to come back to me, is the research that they did confirmed that when we come into that state of flow in our heart, that means that signal that your heart is radiating can be detected by the nervous systems of other people and animals. Okay, so again, this is something that has been researched and shown and proven. So again, really relevant that we are all sensitive to sort of, you know, what we're feeling. So at this time when, as humanity, as a world, as a whole, a lot of us are feeling a lot of worry, we want to start learning tools to shift that inner state. Okay, and that's what I'm going to be sharing today with you. So the technique is called Inner Ease Technique. And this can be done anytime, any place. You don't have to sort of be in a quiet place. It's totally up to you. Wherever you feel safe, give it a try. If you're on this call today, then I invite you to just sit in a slightly upright position. And if sitting still is not available to you, that's okay. You don't have to be sitting still. You can kind of just invite a gentle movement in your body. I find that rhythmic movements are very soothing to our nervous system. So even if you just rotate from your torso, breathing in and out, and you choose. If you need to move, you move. Or if you're holding baby and nursing baby, you can still use this tool. And that's what I love. It's something that we can do on the go. Okay. So once we're there, what I would invite you to do, if you have one hand available, to just place one hand on the center of your chest, just like I am. And once you've done that, just take a full breath in through your nose. And a full breath out through your nose or your mouth, completely up to you. And keep your focus and attention on your heart center. Breathing in as if you're breathing in through your heart and breathing out through your heart. And perhaps an invitation to lengthen your inhalation and exhalation if that is available to you. So just notice if you can keep your attention on your heart or your heart center and take 2 more intentional breaths. This very simple and first step is your first step in coming into that state of flow that I showed earlier. Okay. So, if that's all you have time to do, this is going to give you that ability to start shifting the rhythm of your own beautiful heart. Just by focusing on the center of your chest as you breathe in and out. And once you've done that, keeping your focus on your heart, I invite you to bring a feeling of ease into your heart. And as you feel ease, as you breathe in and as you breathe out, allowing this feeling of ease to radiate from your heart and fill your entire physical body. Breathing in, focusing on the center of your chest, and allowing ease to fill and radiate from your heart into your entire body. Let's do that 2 more times. Feeling ease, keeping your focus on your heart. And as you exhale, keep that focus on your heart as you radiate ease to your entire physical body. And then still focused on your heart, we're now gently going to invite this feeling of ease to travel over to our mind. Our minds have constant stories to share. And we're going to feel ease from our heart and radiate this feeling of ease from your heart center over to your mind. Just know that it's happening. Your mind might start asking questions. Is this really working? And I just want you to come back to your beautiful heart. Notice how your hands connected with your heart. And keep feeling ease. And one more breath, just sending that feeling of ease to your mind. And then on the next breath in, allow this feeling of ease to just simmer in your own beautiful heart. Checking in and noticing how that feels as you allow ease to fill your entire heart on the breath in and the breath out. And then once you have done that, still keeping your focus and attention on your heart, we set collectively a genuine intention to carry this feeling of ease with us in all the interactions and experiences that we may have from this point onwards for the rest of our evening. So just sit with that intention while focused on your heart, feeling ease, and anchor into that intention of carrying ease with you for the rest of your day, in every interaction you may have with your family, in every experience that shows up for you today, and keep coming back to ease. And then for those of you, if your eyes were closed, then I invite you to gently blink them open. And if your eyes were open, then just sit with this feeling of ease. And I want us each to pause and notice, how was that experience for me? And when we reflect on our experiences, I would invite you to bring a whole lot of gentleness. We're not asking that question to judge our experience, rather build awareness as to how was my experience today. And maybe it will be a completely different experience when you try this tomorrow, or later at night, or first thing in the morning. So just notice, were you able to access ease in your physical body? Were you able to radiate ease to your mind? Were you able to fill your beautiful heart with ease? And what if we could carry this feeling of ease now in every interaction that we have from this point on? How might that serve us? And just take a moment, if you have a journal or if you want to type in the chat box, and if you're listening to this outside of the live feed, then just reflect on that. How might that help me? What this technique is going to help us do is give us that pause that we need. And what I would ask you to do is, when you're starting to feel stress coming into your heart, and first asking yourself, what am I feeling in this present moment? Once you've checked in with yourself, we want to first acknowledge what we're feeling. Once we've acknowledged what we're feeling, then we can gently try and shift our inner state from that, from that red chart that I showed you, that our heart rhythms, we can shift our heart rhythms from that choppy, unorganized flow into more of a nice, smooth rhythm. And how we do that is by using this technique. I quite often use this tool in the yin, pelvic physio yin classes that I teach, and I have a biofeedback tool that when I plug you, when we sort of monitor and look at your heart rhythm, it's beautiful to witness how we are able to shift from whatever emotion that to a renewing state. And why this is so relevant is because we know that emotions impact our physiology. I mean, we all know right now, as we're all sort of feeling the stress, humanity as a whole, a lot of us are feeling stressed, worried, concerned, anxious. That impacts our physiology, and then it impacts your nervous system and your body's ability to fight off stuff, and our immune system. So I really hope that this is a tool that will serve you not only in this time, but even beyond, because emotions are what make our life so rich. And part of this is building that skill to learn to acknowledge what we're feeling in the present moment. And then when we also setting that intention, how can I shift from this state so that I can create a more renewing physiology within me, one that's going to support me. And this would be one of your tools in your toolbox to use. So feel free to come back to it as often as you want. The inner ease technique is not meant to sort of put you in a sleepy mode, more of a sort of alert mode where there is a bit of a pause that's been created. You activated your heart, the intelligence of your heart and the intelligence of your brain, so that you are able to have clarity when you're making decisions, so that you're able to shift from that state of stress or worry, and where quite often our ability to sort of make decisions with clarity is impaired at that point. So I hope that this is a tool that you can use and bring ease into your mind, into your physical body, and into your beautiful heart as often as you need as we move through this challenge together. And in knowing that as we shift our inner state, we are also supporting all those around us. And research has shown us that when we shift we shift our inner state from feeling worried to that of ease, that's going to also help others around us are going to feel that, and we're going to be able to support each other with that. Thank you again. My name is Amal, and I have the privilege of supporting this beautiful community at the World of My Baby in Milton. It's such a privilege, and I look forward to supporting and meeting all of you at some point, and in helping you in your journey of living from the heart, be it in the prenatal, Baby and Me, or Yin classes, or any of the drop-ins. Lots of love to everyone who is tuning in right now and will be tuning in later. And such a big thank you and virtual hugs to the beautiful Voom team who makes this a possibility for all of us. Bye for now.